Good morning, welcome to Lifespring. If you guys are out there in the Welcome Center, we want to invite you to come ahead into the Worship Center. And if you guys are in the Worship Center, go ahead and direct your attention to the screen for a welcome video.
I'm Justin, and welcome to Lifespring. Thanks so much for being here with us today. If you're new here, we want you to feel right at home. We'll all be together for about an hour as we experience great worship and a powerful message. And if you have kids with you, we want to let you know we have fantastic kids programming for kids of all ages. And it's not too late to sign them in. Just head back to the welcome area, you can do so there. Here, we believe that family matters, and we're willing to reach yours whatever it takes. Here are a few ways we're doing that going into the summer, and we'll get started with some worship very soon.
Roar! That's right. It's time for you to mark your calendars and roar with us at Vacation Bible School, July 10th through the 13th here at the church. Dinner will be served at 5:30, and our full VBS program will be going strong until 8 p.m. Sunday, July 14th, will be our closing program at 10:45. Our Kids and Teens Camp is coming up, and you don't want to miss it. Kids Camp will be August 4th through the 7th, and Teen Camp will be August 8th through the 12th. See Pastor Nate for details. Sunday, September 8th is our Teacher Friend Day. Invite as many friends as possible, and any teacher in attendance that Sunday will receive free school supplies.
So there you have it, and be sure to check out lifespring.sc.org and our Facebook page for more events as well. If you're new here with us, we want you to fill out one of these white Connect cards and turn it into the Connect Center in the welcome area. You'll get a free gift, a call from Pastor Nate, and some of our team leaders will reach out to you as well. At this time, please stand as we begin our worship.
Good morning, welcome to Lifespring. We're so glad you're here with us today. 1 Timothy 1:17 says, all honor and glory belong to God forever and ever. He is the eternal King, unseen one, the one who never dies. He alone is God. We're going to stand up there. Please join us. We all have that opportunity. Every human being alive has the opportunity to live forever. That's what we're thinking about right here. been thinking about it, take a few seconds and greet those around you.
You were hanging in a straw. So I just asked her, I said, what's wrong? What are you? Yeah, they're going to check again Wednesday to see if he's going to come around. Yeah, but it's starting thin, yeah. Right, she's not going to be right over here, okay? Hey, how are y'all? They want to say hi. Evelyn said, I want to say hi to Melissa. After I was like, well, that's it. Why did it go? You like that?
Hey, I promise I didn't forget about it. I promise. Yeah, what's up? My bad, sorry.
And cheering.
What's up,
Oh, you did that?
you are. How are you?
Oh, hey there. Yeah. You got wet now.
I was about to say, you hit a no. What's going on here? Alex in the room.
I give you a hug.
Start heading back to their seats, and we're going to continue with worship and take the offering.
Just one more. So we come here. Take that.
What's up, man? Y'all doing all right? Good. I told
Amidst the busyness, work, and life, he wants to grow closer to the Lord, but he feels like something's missing. He reads his Bible, well, sometimes. He's attending a home, and even listening to podcasts of old sermons. But try as he might, he just feels like something's missing. Then Bob heard a teaching on giving financially. He felt a little convicted, knowing that he and his family were not regularly tithing 10%. But he wondered, does God really command me to give the first 10% to the church? Does the church really even need the money? What's in it for me? Why should I give? Bob decided to dig a little deeper and look into it for himself. So he opened his Bible and really didn't know where to look. So he Googled Bible passages about money. He was very surprised to find a large number of verses about tithing, and not just in the Old Testament. Jesus himself taught about tithing to the local church. Now Bob was really feeling convicted. He was beginning to see why the tithe was so important. It wasn't about the church needing money or trying to scam him in some way. It was a question of the heart. Bob repented of his disobedience, and he started to return the first 10% of his income to God. He was pleasantly surprised to see breakthroughs in many areas of his life. His relationship with his children, his marriage, and even his finances began to improve. Bob thought back to one of the verses that he read about the time. "Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out my blessing upon you."
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take up our offering at this time. You will grab the baskets at the end of your row. Pass them down. Also drop anything in the box on the back of the wall. And you can visit our website, Lifespring07082019A. There'll be a link there to give as well. I realize that everything I have is a gift from God. That's what Deuteronomy 8:18 tells us. Offering is a time when I can give back to Him a portion of what He's already given to me. I know personally that's something that I have struggled with over the years, not wanting to let go of what I have. So what I fail to realize is when I open my hands and give God what I have, they're also able to receive the blessing that He wants to give me in return. Go ahead and stand and continue worship. many years, and the Lord puts in our hearts at certain times just to do it. And as we kind of follow that prompting from the Holy Spirit, there's always someone in the congregation or on Facebook that's watching us that has been ministered to by this song. Trust in you. This is a song that this is a phrase that we hear a lot. Trust God, trust God. It becomes almost a monotonous, routine sounding phrase. Trust God, kind of cliche. So some people can maybe get tired of it quickly, but when you need it, it's there and it's relevant. And God uses it to just to minister to us and to help us through the trying times that we go through that everybody has. So just kind of keep that in mind as you work through this thing. Letting go of every single dream, lay each one down at your feet. Every moment of my wandering never changes what you see. Try to win this war, I confess. My hands are weary, I need your rest. Mighty warrior, king of the fight. No matter what I face, you're by my side. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the water, But the fact of the matter is, life happens regardless if you trust God or not. It's going to happen whether or not you trust God. And it's far better to be trusting in Him and have Him as your rock, Him as your salvation. When you're going through these times, these difficult times in your life, than to not have Him. God is not cruel, but God loves us very much. He wants us to trust in Him regardless of what's happening. We're going to sing that chorus.
Man, Becky hit the nail on the head. Every time we do that song, it's like, it's for a purpose, it's for a reason. Wow, it's hard to trust God in the bad times. It's hard to trust God sometimes in the good times. But we always need to do that. And so, beautiful, powerful song. It's been so cool to get to hang out with you and get to know you and get to know your story. We're coming off of last week of talking about how Paul, in our study in Galatians, which we'll continue today, how he shared his story. And I just wanted to kind of open up saying thank you for sharing, man. We have a chance. Becky does our social media. She has a lot of awesome people that help her make that happen. And we give you a chance to put your story on Facebook. And several of you have. And golly, you're just kind of reading through it thinking, whew, this is awesome, man. This is so powerful when you share. And I just want to open up, just kind of do a quick recap, kind of put it into last Sunday's message as we go into today's. But man, I've been praying personally. Saying, God, put me in the paths of people that need to hear your story. That maybe my story through what I've been through or what I haven't been through or what you've done for me can help somebody. And man, he'll do that. And so just continue to be on watch and pray for that to happen. And today we're going to follow up with that. We're going to kind of take it a little deeper and go a little further and just say, hey, Once you've shared your story, once you've experienced Christ, once you've taken the time you need to grow in Him, it's time to even pass that on and to continue that process. And we're going to talk about discipleship and different things like that. Now, full disclosure, all right, I'm just going to be real honest with you. You guys might can see my phone from this angle. If I give a random, yes, USA, the women's soccer is playing right now and I have it live on my phone, okay? So, I'm just kidding. I'm lying. Y'all probably, I'm just kidding. It's my timer, so you're not here all day. Okay, that's it. But USA is playing right now. It's pretty cool for the World Cup, our women's team, and so hopefully they'll win. Open the invite to Wings, etc. right after service. I'm going to do my pastoral duties and and get over there to watch the end of that game. So you can all come with me if you want to. We'll have a good time. And then once we watch USA women win, hopefully, we're going to ask you to come back. All right, at 1 o'clock. Today is a big day. Are y'all? Everybody take your arm, kind of stretch out a little bit. Take a deep breath. You guys know what's coming, man. This is Vacation Bible School Week, all right? VBS is on its way. This is a crazy week. It's an insane week in the life of our church. I tell you, when I say we go all out, we go all out for our kids and this community and this church. And so from Wednesday night through Saturday night, you have a chance to be a part of something really awesome. Y'all just looking like you didn't start your timer, Nate. Start your timers, that's what I just did. All right. But here's the thing. My jokes are failing badly this morning. Thank you, Amy. You're my go-to laugher.
I am.
Did Hope tell y'all to not laugh because she's trying to convince me I'm not funny? My wife, did she do that? All right, I'm just not funny. Okay, I'm just realizing that right now in front of everyone. That's right. Hey, I'll buy lunch at Wings Etc. Never mind. No, I won't. Okay. But here's the thing. This week is a chance to do some really, really crazy, awesome stuff for our children. Meg is directing it this year, one of the ladies that sings up here in our band and does so much for our church. And so 1 o'clock, come back, help. This is one of the rare opportunities. It's so cool when you pour everything you can into these children. You want them to have a great week. You hear lots of salvations, lots of decisions, just great things. But it also is an awesome time for the adults, man, to really serve together, to come together. Many of you have already made great donations and spent time and energy and finances to make this week happen. And so it's just a cool week. So just be on alert. If you need something to do, come see Meg. She will give you something to do if you're not already serving. So be ready for that this week. As we talk about, we're going to do something interesting today, a little bit different than what I usually do. But I want to give you the big idea again. And then I want to give it to you at the end. So Becky shared with you, the main thought, the big idea today is this. Passing the baton is just as important as carrying it. And my math is probably way off, but I believe it was about 3.5 months ago that we did a sermon. I did a part of introducing this concept of passing the baton. We called it Discipleship Sunday, and it was just awesome. And we're going to go through that. And the neat thing about today, midsummer, a few months later, we're going to see some fruits of what's already happening because of this discipleship process. We're going to encourage us to continue that process. Some of you are going to be